What's going on, guys? My name's Logan with West Desert Wheeler. Today we've got the Pirate Wagon back out here, and it's got some awesome new Spec RC comp wheels. Let's take a look real quick. Got it all flexed out, parked on a rock, and today what I want to do is I want to go run through Mousetrap, and I think I'm going to shoot this video just a little bit different, or at least edit it a little bit different, as in I don't think I'm going to edit it. So we're just going to get going down here on the trail, do my usual thing, blabber on as I go, but yeah, let's just do like a one shot, one take of Mousetrap Trail. It's pretty short. It should take us about 10, 12, 15 minutes, as long as I can get this thing to stick on the lines that I want it to. So this truck is an SCX 10.2. It's got axial Capra axles. And like I mentioned, it's got those new Spec RC comp wheels on there. And this is probably the hardest spot on the trail is actually this side hill, because these trucks love to just fall off this cliff right here. I think we've got it though. As long as I don't mess it up from here, she should stick. A lot of trucks cannot do that, including my own. So good thing this thing has the Capra axles, keeps it wide, keeps it stable. Just gonna keep working our way around here, and I'm gonna work my way up because it's not easy to get up any further than this. So Spec RC is a small batch manufacturer of really high performance, lightweight aluminum wheels. These are super sweet. They are very light. The quality on them is unmatched. Like, they're super nice. And the cool thing about these comp wheels is that he specifically engineered them to fit over the AR45 axles, the portals from Axial, and that includes the Axial Capra axles. So they're designed to fit over that portal perfectly with a narrow hub, and then they have a narrow offset built into the wheel so that it actually narrows the track width of your vehicle. So this is great for guys who are running Capra axles and want to also compete with their trucks. That way you get a narrower truck that fits through the gates. You're less likely to bump into gates when you're not as wide. And overall, just a really sweet design. And then there's no hardware on the back side of the barrel of the wheel. If you take a look on the inside of that axle there's no screws back there holding anything together. It's actually 6 of the beadlock ring screws that go further in and actually hook the front face to the rear of that wheel. One of the signature obstacles on the entrance to Mousetrap. This is Tyson's line, Tyson's choice. I don't think it'd be nice to say it's Tyson's crack. So, see if we can keep her stable as we drive on in here. I just drove this with my SCX6, which I've been driving my SCX6 for about 45 minutes, and now that I've jumped back to the 10th scale, A, it's tiny, and then B, it doesn't have the mass that SCX6 does, so like, it just feels like a toy now, which is kind of funny. It absolutely is, but it just feels 100% different to watch and how it reacts. The tires we've got on here are Proline crawlers in the G8 compound. There we go. Just had to take a small reverse there because that back driver tire keeps dipping in here. So what I do is I turn passenger because I want to pick up the driver tire, and that's going to take weight off that driver rear, and it's going to help the truck slide down into the crack like that. And then I turn driver as I go up to help keep pressure off the driver's side to try and get it to climb. Now this truck's just the perfect wrong width for this. Narrow trucks cruise right through here, and really wide trucks cruise right through here. This one hits this ledge just perfect, and so you actually have to bump in a crack, which is never a good idea. It's really hard to do. That didn't get enough. Come on, come on. You can see that bump on the driver's side. That's not good. All right, come on, truck. I know you can do it. Maybe I should be talking to myself that way. So now I've got the opposite problem with the rear axle, where I'm backing up the opposite side to try and get the pressure off the passenger rear. Ah, man. And it's right at the top too. Of course, that's where the hard spot is. So you have the longest fall to go. G8 crawlers, and then I'm running I'm running Crawler Innovations dual stage foams. I think I said that. These are the soft foams. I prefer soft 4.75s because these are 4.75s. That was it. It's just that perfect amount of traction in there somewhere. And then up top, you don't turn out too early. You got to drive it all the way to the end. That's the key. Lift in front tire all the way up, and then we can come out of the wall. And there we go. That was good. Again, hard for me to keep up with the truck. Here we go. Well, I was able to stop it from rolling, so just took a few tries. Took me a minute to get through there. Shoot up. And we just got a side hill through this. Capper axle width, not a problem. So this width is going to be narrower than most cappers you'll see on the trail because of the wheels, but it's also going to be wider than the SCX 10.2 axles are on the trail. So you're going to get better performance side hilling. And then I really enjoy the Servo on axle and just the tight turning radius. Ooh, that hurt. The tight turning radius that these axles and hubs provide. Just trying to get turned around here. Sometimes I get in that competitive mindset where I don't want to back up. It's kind of funny. Here we get to the signature obstacle on Mousetrap. There's a bunch of mouse poop in this canyon all the time. And the full-size crawling trail in here is called Chutes and Ladders, so I've tried to name all my RC trails in here after board games as well. Let's jump to the front and record this from the front view. It's really hard to walk through terrain like this. Oh wow, we got Sydney back there. She's gonna make sure I'm on the right line from her point of view. Yep, now we gotta turn into this wall because our rear tire's dropping. I mean, that's it. I'll keep this front high. I actually have not run this setup through this crack yet, so we're gonna see how much of a challenge it wants to put up today. This may require a reverse. Need that front to pop up right about now. I don't want to lose that rear back there though. We're losing the rear back there. So I'm going to wiggle my steering down into the crack, and then I'm going to try and turn really hard to use that sidewall pressure. It didn't work. Now I got to turn uphill and back up, and I think we're a little late on trying to save this. As I go forward, it's going to roll it more. Just trying to get this thing out of here without grabbing it. Okay, maybe. Needs weights on the front and able to do it. Which is rare that you hear me say that. Man, this thing is bound up. Okay, I need to jump behind the truck to take a better look. Hello, Sydney. Say hi. Watch out. Yeah, this ain't a good situation to be in. Because I can't even back out, really. That was it. Trying to settle that front down. It'll give us a lower center of gravity and hopefully stop it from rolling. That's what I needed. Don't lose that rear. Okay. Man, that was a struggle. So this particular obstacle, wider vehicles have always had an easier time getting through. And then there's an obstacle at the end where a narrower vehicle always has an easier time getting through. So you get the benefit, depending on which width you're running, you get one obstacle easy and one obstacle hard. I was wondering, since this is like a medium width, what was gonna happen. So hopefully it makes the next one a little easier than that was, because that was not easy. But I also didn't grab the truck and reset it. I could probably nail that line if I tried a couple times. But like I said, no editing, and I'm trying not to have to move the truck by hand. Trying to turn into this wall to keep the rears balanced. And now I can turn out. Tire's gonna drop off. Just little rocks in the trail, man. They'll get you. All right. Now this one, there's a good chance we're gonna end up upside down, or there's a good chance it might not make it. So this is a full throttle send. This truck, it's right on the border of being fast enough. You need wheel speed to get up this ledge for sure. So let's send her and see what happens. Okay, that reset us pretty good. The line is kind of to the left. You want to go up and slightly left. But just with this droop suspension, it's kicking me all around as I try to throttle through. But I don't have enough traction right here to floor it. Starts getting that hop, and that's when you roll. So close. Damn, our first rollover here. Okay, 5 points. Let's see if my point of view is going to change anything. Stand up a little closer. Might just have to give her a little bit of a push. Okay, damn. Well, I know that this wall is wheel speed, and with the portals and the 3-gear trans, it has so much gearing reduction. I didn't want to run into you. Thank you for getting out of the way. I don't want to land on my dog. Put it in 4 low, Sid. Come on. Go. See, it's a struggle for me and the dog too. Not an easy trail, but what I love so much about this trail is that it's completely natural. I haven't stacked any rocks or done anything weird, and it's a very difficult trail, but it's possible. So that's why I like this canyon so much. I keep coming back again and again, even just with friends for fun. I'm always out here running mousetraps. So this is where a narrow vehicle really pays off. Because a wider one, you get pinched in between these walls and it can really start messing your truck up. Looks like it's gonna be just wide enough to balance through here. Oh, sorry about that. Just wide enough to balance through here. Beadlock hardware, dragging along the sandstone. Perfect. That's exactly what I needed. Any wider would have been a problem. Any narrower is not a problem. So I worked well though. Cruised right through that. Definitely the challenging part was the crack. And then normally there's a rock stacked here, but it looks like a buggy moved it. And here we are at the end of Mousetrap Trail. Only one rollover and one push up the big wall, but it's pretty typical. Give me one last look at these Spec RC wheels. Super awesome, super high quality. And then the overall width, very nice. Still gonna use this truck for competition. Rock Pirates RC, shock towers, sliders, part of the battery tray, and all their goodies. So check them out. Hit the affiliate links down below. Check out Spec RC. We'll see you guys in the next one. Keep the rubber side down.